Everywhere we go these days, there are cameras watching us. And now, private investigators are using the technology to fight a costly kind of crime. 8 on your side's Mark Douglas joins us live now. And Mark, so hidden cameras are catching people committing fraud. This is pretty interesting.
Yes, it is, and good evening to you, Jen. You know, workers' compensation fraud, the estimated cost, that varies wildly, but it's at least $1 billion problem nationwide. Now, private investigators working right here in the Tampa Bay area are using cutting-edge spy tools that you'll never see. Now, our own tower cam up there, now that's primarily for weather shots, but these guys are using their cameras to catch people in the act of committing workers' comp fraud without ever leaving their office.
The guy you're watching on this hidden camera in Tennessee has a workers' comp claim for injured shoulders, but throwing a football, no problem. This person can't walk without a cane, or can she? And what about this fella, tossing around 200-pound railroad ties when he thinks no one's watching?
Show a gentleman that had a low back injury, which claiming that he can barely ambulate, can barely get out of his home.
All three of them are workers' comp fraud targets of Paul Colbert's Meridian Investigative Group located in St. Petersburg.
If you're injured and you deserve this, then yeah, we're not here to take that. But what we are here to do is police the folks that are out there ripping off the system.
Colbert's company snoops nationwide with hidden cameras that robotically track targets night and day. They automatically beam back video to his St. Pete command center.
If I'd filed a workers' comp claim that said I couldn't carry heavy objects or walk normally, hidden cameras like the one I'm looking at now could remotely follow me, pan and zoom, and catch me red-handed.
If you're out in general public or you're out in a location and you're not fenced in by an 8-foot privacy fence and we can see you without breaching anything to get to you, you're fair game.
He's not kidding about that. Colbert also employs drone pilots for fraud surveillance. Remember the guy tossing those railroad ties around? The next step are solar-powered Delta Wing drones that can fly for hours. Colbert's also working on facial recognition technology that could spot and follow fraud targets in a crowd 1,000 miles away.
Now, a prominent Tampa lawyer I know just happened to be jogging by a little bit ago. When I told him about the story, he said he doesn't find any problem with this. But, you know, some people might find this kind of creepy and intrusive. Paul Colbert assures me that he follows the law strictly because if he doesn't, nothing he does would ever hold up in court. So he has reason to do that beyond just the morality and ethics of it all. Jennifer?
Well, and my thought is that all of that looks pretty expensive compared to just having a guy in a car with a personal video camera. Is it all paying off?
Well, it certainly is a big investment. He wants to invest more, but he says it is paying off because he claims that his record of efficiency is 92%. 92% of the time that he puts these cameras out there hidden in objects, he catches people in the act. So it is paying off for him, he says.
Interesting. All right, Mark Douglas live in Tampa for us tonight. Thank you.